An out-of-control bushfire is burning close to homes in Melbourne's east with erratic winds and heatwave conditions. The fire is burning through dense and dry bushland at Dr Ken Laversha Reserve at Montrose at the foot of the Dandenong Ranges. The Country Fire Authority is urging residents in Montrose and Kilsyth to prepare to leave as gusty winds blow flames in the direction of homes to its south and east.
We had firefighters on the ground. We also had air assets attacking the fire because at that particular time the ground people could not get into the fire safely. So that continued on for quite some time. And probably at the height of the action we had 2, if not 3 aircraft in the air and probably about 30 fire vehicles on the ground.
Bernard Barbetti is Incident Control Officer with the Victorian CFA and joins us now. Good morning, Bernard. Thank you for your time.
Good morning, Catherine.
What's the current situation with the fire and can you explain exactly where it is?
It's in the outer suburbs of Melbourne, just south of Montrose. It's about 33 hectares and it made a significant run about midnight last night. We had a downburst, which we thought we had the fire under control, but it moved the fire north towards Montrose in the Ken Laversha Reserve. And unfortunately, we've lost one house and one significantly damaged. We've had a shower of rain this morning. We do have the fire fully tracked, but there's a lot of burning trees and the odd spot fire that still needs to be controlled. We still have some complete road closures on some major roads around Montrose, so Canterbury Road. So we're working towards opening those as quickly as possible, but at the moment it's still closed. And if people just watch the updates on the Vic Emergency app, we still have a watch and act in place for that area. And we'll be modifying that through the day as we get some of those hazardous trees under control. We're expecting a wind change about midday, which may give us some more control problems, and that's why the watch and act is still in place.
Okay, just before we to ask you about those wind conditions changing and increasing later in the day, you mentioned there has been a structure lost, a home has been lost. Can you tell me about the residents? Had they evacuated by that stage?
Well, this was in the middle of the night, and most of the some of the residents, we've got 25 residents in the relief centre at the Pinkman Reserve, the basketball centre. But we flooded that area with tankers overnight, and they were able to control any of those spot fires. There's some number of streets run off Canterbury Road into the back of that reserve, but a significant firefight there. Conditions have moderated. There'll be water on the ground there at the moment, but there are still lots of trees that will still be burning and embers flying around, but conditions have moderated.
So what are your concerns then, Bernard, for the afternoon when the wind gusts are expected to increase, and what does that mean for ember attacks and the fire progressing?
Look, I'm fairly confident the fire won't spread much beyond its current area, but it may cause, it's a long unburnt area, there are a lot of dead trees. There'll be trees burning right up to the top, so there'll be short-range spotting, and yes, we'll have to have firefighters. We've got about 200 firefighters there at the moment. They'll be there all day and into the night because there may be some short-distance spotting that could increase the area in a small amount, but also throw embers to nearby houses.
How confident are you, and it might be difficult for you to answer this, but how confident are you that no more homes or structures will be lost throughout the day?
I'm fairly confident that we won't lose any structures today. There was some concern that it may spot over and get into the Dandenong Ranges, but I can't see that happening with the conditions today. But in the local area, there are hazards there, and that's why we've got the watching act in place. And any residents that are there, would ask them to stay there because of the traffic controls. But we hope to lift those during the day.
And just quickly, for anyone watching at home who is in the area, if they are told to stay at home and shelter, if indeed those warnings might change, what is your advice to those people? How should they behave in their home? Hopefully
they've got a fire plan, but close the doors and windows, it's probably too late to remove flammable fuel around the house. But we do have a large number of firefighters in the area. But it's mainly keeping off the roads so we don't have road accidents and people out in the open. We've reduced the watch and act to a monitor conditions, so we're no longer asking sheltering people to shelter in place. But yeah, there's still the risks haven't abated in that local area.
Bernard Barbetti. Oh yes, please.
Just one more. There will be aircraft operating in the area again this morning, so they will see aircraft. They'll be mainly bombing, burning trees within the fire area, but there will be significant activity today.